McCauley Craig. We're talking about intrusive thoughts. So if you have intrusive thoughts that are causing you to overeat, that are causing you to fixate on foods, that's a problem we can deal with. If you have intrusive thoughts, so you think you didn't close the garage door, the world's not going to come to an end, and I don't think you need to lay on a doctor's couch for a few days over it. But any time where it disrupts your life, then you need some help. And one of the things that's truly, truly helped me more than anything in the world is my faith. When I started Pray It Off in 2008, I kicked up the faith concurrently. It just came naturally. Reading the Bible, going to church. I had to go to church every Sunday because people would say, well, where were you? I didn't see you. I looked at your spot. Where were you? And then I just liked going to church. So going to church and faith in God has helped me so much with many of the intrusive thoughts. But now let's talk about weight loss. And let's talk about how we can take those intrusive thoughts and distract ourselves. Because our body wants that sugary, fatty, salty, starchy food because it's a feel-good food that increases our serotonin and dopamine. We have to train our brains. Now, I do certain things when I'm hardcore that I don't think everyone in the group can do. And I'm not saying, oh, I'm better than you. But if you can say, I'm only going to eat 3 meals a day and no snacks, and mean it and do it, that's very helpful. But if you allow yourself to snack whenever the intrusive thought comes in, then you can get into trouble. If those foods are available. What are you doing? Getting in your car every time you have a cookie thought and driving to Wegmans and getting one? Or are you going to your pantry where they're snuggled right in there for you to get? So that's what we have to do. One of the things you can do is jot down when you have this. I am craving candy so bad and I just can't get it out of my mind. I have people who have trouble doing the food log, so I don't know about jotting down your feelings, but it's a thought. Also, is there a pattern? Does this thought come to mind every time you're in a stressful phone call, or every time you get home from work, or every Friday night does your body want pizza and wings? Are there certain triggers for these things? Also, we need to stop the craving in their tracks by doing certain things. By saying, I'm going to call Ellen. Oh, I'll stop the craving right in your track. And my number's readily available. I did have a person call me once and say, Ellen, I want a hot dog sundae so bad. Well, let's talk about that. Because Bob and I do this thing, and I've told you before, and it's so much fun. If I didn't care what I weighed, I would have dazed and confused donuts every day. I'd have a dozen of them. And then we go through every one we would have. Or I would have a hot fudge sundae. So this person and I talked about what kind of hot fudge sundae. We disagreed on the nuts. She likes peanuts on her hot fudge sundae, and I don't care for those on there. But after we were done talking, she said, I'm fine. And people brought in dazed and confused donuts every day this week at work. And I looked at them, and I studied them like I was going to get a quiz on it. I'm like, well, what kind is that? Oh, a maple walnut? And that one is a cannoli donut? And then someone ate it. I'm like, well, how is that? Does it taste like a cannoli? I really asked them a ton of questions, and I didn't want to eat it at all. That helps me. Go outside and breathe in the fresh air. One person said, I've asked God to help me, and he won't. So if prayer doesn't help you in this, does music help you? Does, if you want, let's say, dessert after dinner, can you think of some dessert that you can have that tastes really good, but isn't going to blow everything? Do you like raspberries or maybe a little Cool Whip? Think of something you can have. And then there is a whole idea of you being in charge of your body. I say don't watch commercials. We don't watch anything we watch no commercials. If most people have DVRs this day, these days. I take it off. The football game, the basketball, everything. And then we'll delay it so we can fast forward through the coupons. People will say to me, coupons, through the commercials. People will say, oh, did you see that funny commercial? I'm like, no, I haven't watched commercials in 15 years. I just don't want to see them because what are they all about, everybody? Food, mostly. Food or restaurants. Also, I have a huge list here of self-care and distractions. When I didn't do a vlog in 2008 when I did Pray It Up. But if you saw me in 2008, those of you who are here, I didn't do my nails. I didn't wear makeup. I didn't have my hair flued. I didn't wear this nice jewelry, which, by the way, today is Bonnie from Cable One's birthday, and she watches the vlog, and I know she'll be coming back in January, and she made me this jewelry here. Bonnie, happy birthday! So I had to wear it in honor of her birthday today. So, but I didn't wear nice jewelry and nice matching outfits, and people say, oh, you look so nice. I kind of looked like crap in 2008. And I also weighed in the 300s, and I didn't care. That's one of the things you find when you start losing weight. You want to look a little bit better. You want to fix your hair. You want to have your outfits. You want to have a little matchy-match jewelry. Look a little bit better. Self-care is so critical. And then, watch a relaxation video on YouTube. You can find anything on YouTube. If I said, how do I make one of these things that you hold your mask on? I could find a video on YouTube that would show me how to make one of these. There'd be somebody there. Isn't it Big Bob, after his successful spaghetti squash video, in his retirement is going to produce YouTube videos for the masses. So we've already got some money coming in the future. This one is bad. Eat a comfort food. We're going to cross that one. Everyone get out a pen, cross it out. Okay? Sleep or nap. I do not nap. If you have enjoyed the fine art of napping, fine. My sister said she had 20 more good years and I have 18. I want to be awake most of those 18 years, okay? Cuddle a pet. Many of you have pets and you talk about them like they're your children. I say that's great. Take the pet for a walk. Even if it's a cat. Remember Walking My Cat Named Dog? Remember that song? Mary Ellen, I know you know it. Okay, be goofy. I have no trouble being goofy, believe it or not. Cook your favorite healthy meal. Bob and I enjoy sitting there going, what about if we take the sweet potatoes and we do this, and what about if we do that? Watch a good bad movie. There are some bad movies that we have watched that we have loved so much because they were so much fun because they were so bad. Like any disaster movies, like Armageddon. Or we just sit there and laugh hysterically at these bad movies. Also, play video games or engage your brain. I have a book of crosswords, God bless you, by my bed. And sometimes I'll just sit there and do a crossword or play solitaire. Jean almost didn't come tonight because she was doing so well at her solitaire game. She said, well, to heck with Pray It Up, I'm going to finish this game. But do something that you like. Write in a journal. I like journaling, not everyone does. Take photographs. I see it on Facebook all the time. People are like, whoa, look at this. Get a good camera. You can afford it. Start a blog. I blog. I tweet every day, and I have almost no followers. I've tweeted for years and years and years, and very few people. One person in the group did a couple comments on my Pray It Off Facebook page, and she goes, but I was the only one. Am I not supposed to say anything? I go, no, I want people to say things. So say things. Look at other people's blogs. Do something that people really, really like. Connect with others. That'll keep you from eating unless you're one of those people who go to lunch and dinner all the time with your friends. Go for a canal walk, then do lunch or dinner. And then do something for someone else. Nothing makes you not want to eat or think about your bad. A couple people in the group deliver Meals on Wheels. Every day I hear that they're begging for people to deliver food. And these people who receive home delivered meals, all they want someone to do is say this, how you doing? God bless you. Happy Veterans Day, or have a good holiday. Do a little something. Also, go to the library. When's the last time you were in a library? A library is a lot more than just books. They have a lot of fun and interesting things. I'm going to stop right there, Bob, and I'm going to ask you to read the rest of those diversions.